Okay, mobility number 3. First 3-part circuit is going to be alternating bird dogs, external steeple rotations, internal steeple rotations. Alternating bird dogs are a staple in our warm-up, so you're familiar with these. Knees will be under your hips, hands will be under your shoulders. Extend, opposite arm and opposite leg. Now, I'm not just chilling in this position, I'm activating muscle groups. So from my hamstring, through my glute, through my back, through my shoulder, everything's tight. Down to neutral, switch. Everything's tight, pause, don't wobble. Down to neutral, switch. Side to side, no wobble, neutral, switch. Your core is tight, your hips are tight, everything's activated. External and internal steeple will be from the same position. So, what I'm going to do is extend, externally rotate is the first one. So big breath in, exhale, and open and drive my knee towards my chest and back in. So my leg's making a circular rotation, but it's going to be a little bit more rapid of a movement. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Very similar to band or towel hip rotations, that style movement, but a lot of stability with your core being engaged. So external here, internal is the exact opposite. Big breath in, extend, relax. Big breath in, extend and relax. So we go from external to internal, okay? Your next, obviously doing both legs for the desired reps. Your next 3-part rotation. Child's pose middle, child's pose left and right, and then thoracic rotations. So child's pose in the middle is your standard child's pose. Knees wide, feet together, arms out in front, pushing your fingertips away from you, extending your hips back, allowing your torso to fall down. The right and left comes after the desired amount of breaths from right here. We're going to walk our hands to the left, angling the same direction as our left leg, getting some rotation in our spine. Big breath in, exhale, fall forward. To the right, again, nice and easy. You don't want to go through this too fast. Walk your hands to the right side, angle with the right knee, exhale, fall forward. That's your second rotation. Third rotation is a low lunge, Cossack squat, and you're going to do a depth emphasized squat hold. A low lunge. Some of you guys who do yoga, you guys will do this in your routines. You're going to lunge out, okay? But rather than hold my knee down on the ground, I'm going to extend it behind me, keeping this shin vertical, all right? And just like when we squat, we're not going to allow our knee to rock in front of our toes. Shin is vertical. Extend your back leg. Reach up, okay? Torso, hips, square. Shoulders, hips, square. Arms up. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Fall into the stretch. Slightly reaching back. Just like with Cobra, we're not just looking to crank our spine backwards. Whoa. We're looking to extend and stretch your core, sink your hips, and protect your spine. Okay, so the difference is we're not looking to just go for reach. We're looking to drop and stretch back. Okay, engaging that glute that's reaching back while it's pushing down. All right, so that is your low lunge. Stretching your left leg is here, right leg, switch, here. From there, Cossack squat. Just for review, we did this in, I believe, the second mobility routine. Set up like you're doing a wide stance hamstring or like you're about to do a side lunge. Toes slightly out, arms in front, fall to that side, heels down, toes up. From here, head stays at the same level. Big breath in, exhale, slow transition. Big breath in, exhale, slow transition. Keeping the depth, looking for the stretch in your groin, toes up, heels down. Third part is that depth emphasized squat hold. So, set up your squat stance. This is another one we do in warm-ups. Toes slightly out, feet are hip to shoulder width. You're going to squat below parallel, okay? When we squat, the cardinal rule is to always keep your heels down. Chest is up, elbows inside your knees. We're going to put our hands together, fold them together, interlace, whatever you want to do, and drive your knees out. And we're just holding this position right here, side view, because it's important the position that your back is in. Knees hip to shoulder width, squat down, drop your butt, elbows inside your knees, puff your chest out. We're not here, okay? Not an athletic position at all. We want to be nice and flat with your chest up, your core engaged, your back tight. Should feel stretch in your groin, should feel stretch in your hips. Fourth three-part circuit is going to be kneeling, twisting hip flexor, okay, pigeon, and seated hamstring with a neutral stance. So the new one is the hip flexor. This is best to be done against the wall. I'll show you that in the second part. But so you can see what's going to happen. Number one, toes and the back leg need to be tucked. Not here, got to be here, okay? So my left leg is going to be my back leg. So my left toes are going to be tucked. My right leg is going to come up, shin vertical, okay? I'm going to put my left hand against the wall. If you don't have a wall, which all of you should, okay, so find a wall, put it there, and you're going to push against the wall. For right now, I'm just going to use my knee, and I'm going to push into my knee to rotate my torso in the opposite direction. If you're not feeling that stretch yet, all you need to do is now drive your hips forward to stretch here. So rotation, push forward. Now my hip flexors get a nice good stretch. Just so you can see from this side, okay, we'll pretend this is a wall. So I'm here, toes are tucked, hand is against the wall. I'm going to twist, look back, drive my hips forward, feel that stretch in your hip flexor. Second stretch, pigeon, just to revisit that, okay? Ideally, we work up to a perpendicular angle in your shin, but we'll start with 45 degrees. So if I'm stretching my right hip 45 degrees to start, hip square, shoulders square, start on my hands, walk down to my forearms, point my toes back, big breath in, fall into that stretch. If I'm not feeling it enough, I can crank that leg to perpendicular and go through the stretch that way. Not allowing your torso to twist, everything must stay square. Third part is just your seated hamstring narrow stance. Plain and simple. Feet straight out in front of you. Together, reach, big breath in, exhale and fall forward. Just like when we do the standing wide stance, narrow stance, seated wide stance, whatever it is. Your stretch is not this. We're not just rounding our back. We're falling into our hips forward so you feel hamstrings and glutes, not your lower back stretch. And we're looking to avoid that and stretch the hips here. That is routine number 3.